Once just a mere plot point, artificial intelligence is no longer just the fevered dreams of tech nerds. It's here and has been for some time, and it's already changing how we work and live. It has the potential to cure disease, to free humanity of mundane and repetitive tasks, and to create whole new sectors of employment. Simultaneously, it could displace millions of workers globally and exponentially increase the inequality gap. And that's before we even enter the realms of dystopian sci-fi movies. Rapid developments in the technology have already seen AI seep into everyday life. Both Siri and Alexa are examples of AI, and systems like this are growing increasingly ubiquitous. It's developing so fast that over 350 of the world's leading experts in AI have warned of the possibility that the technology could lead to the extinction of humanity. Even its creators have no idea what it's capable of. Elon Musk, along with thousands of co-signatories, including one of the three godfathers of AI, so called for their initial discoveries, have called for a pause of 6 months on all development. And Geoffrey Hinton, another of the godfathers and winner of the Turing Award for his contributions to the field, recently left his position with Google Brain to raise his increasing concerns. In the many interviews he has given since, he says the technology is moving so fast, what he once thought could take decades may just be a few years away. What's more, he doesn't believe a pause on development is feasible, stating it would be virtually impossible to stop now. Given the credentials of AI's dissenters, it's only fitting we ask, can we stop it? Should we stop it? And if not, are we designing our own destruction? To answer these questions, we'll need to take a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly of AI. But first, let's quickly look at what AI is and how it works. Artificial intelligence is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's an artificial system, as in non-biological, that can learn. The difference here between it and a regular piece of software is that the latter is programmed to perform a certain set of tasks. These will not deviate without external input. Artificial intelligence has goals, and can create sub-goals of its own design in order to achieve its main objective. This will become more relevant later. There are two different types of AI, narrow and general. Narrow is what we currently have in operation and only has one goal or purpose. General AI is still being developed and will be a multi-purpose system. Artificial intelligence requires training and learns by building patterns from multiple sources of input. For example, large language models like ChatGPT consume as much text data from the internet as is possible, forming patterns based on what it consumes. They use artificial neural networks, similar to how the brain works. Although AI is modelled on human brains, it is quite unique in operation. Hinton references this when he refers to it being different to our own. It can take the technology longer than a human to learn something rather trivial. However, once learnt, the information is shared immediately with its counterparts. For sci-fi fans, think Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This obviously differs with humans, where transferal of knowledge happens at a much slower pace. AI systems have existed for some time. In 2017, the film AlphaGo documents Google's AI DeepMind Alpha beating the world's #1 Go player, Lee Sedol. Go is an ancient Chinese game that relies on extensive knowledge and strategy and was long considered the holy grail for artificial intelligence. Over recent years, AI has begun to integrate itself into everyday life. Firstly, with what felt like very simple and inobtrusive ways, like predictive text. More recently, ChatGPT has brought the technology to the fore, with version 4.0 finishing in the top 10% of those completing the bar, the qualification process needed to become a lawyer in the US. Now we have a better understanding of what it is, let's look at how AI is making a positive difference. Easily the most significant achievement of AI thus far has been medical. Not only has it managed to find a cure for cancer, it also promises to be able to identify the disease on a cellular level, vastly increasing the chances of catching it early. Surgery is yet another area set to be revolutionised by the technology. It is both more responsive and precise in its operation, as well as not being prone to human error. Artificial intelligence will and is already starting to perform certain mundane tasks. When you book a restaurant, Quite often your phone will offer to set up a reminder in your calendar, or even to book the table for you. Chatbots are enabling businesses and workers to focus their resources on specialised roles, leaving the bot to deal with tasks like customer service issues. AI also offers much smaller operations the opportunity to produce increased output with limited resources. On a personal note, this channel is researched, written, presented and produced by myself. And I can say without any hesitation that AI has enabled me to devote more time to creating a quality product. Similar to how the internet influenced business operations, AI will also create entire new job sectors. If we think back to when the internet rose to prominence, new positions like IT specialists and data analysts became popular career choices. Predicting what form these roles will take is challenging, given the scope for potential. Although machine learning and digital transformation specialists look set to become important positions in the near future. Beyond this, who knows? Who saw social media becoming a thing? There's no doubt artificial intelligence will be of great benefit to humanity. Then again, it could also be the thing that breaks us. You will have noticed how much of AI is designed to complete tedious tasks. These were once jobs performed by people, and AI threatens to displace millions of workers worldwide. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it will grow increasingly capable of completing complex tasks. In the world of computer programming, it can already generate code, threatening another recently formed industry. In the UK, BT recently announced it was replacing 10,000 workers with AI systems. These are just the first casualties of a technical revolution. Artificial intelligence is only at the beginning of what it is capable of achieving, and some surprising victims have already surfaced. Recently, an Argentinian voice actor found he was being replaced by an AI system. The sector is advancing much quicker than previously predicted, with experts claiming it could have a serious impact on job security within a few years. Vast swathes of people who believe their sectors to be safe could find themselves unemployed very quickly. How governments respond is going to be critical. Certain sectors are expected to be hit harder than others, with white-collar jobs being most at threat. Low-skilled jobs have already seen drastic cuts and AI could just about finish them off. Bankers, secretaries, drivers and customer assistants, to name just a few, are all in serious jeopardy of becoming lost professions. This is not necessarily a bad thing. The role of alarm clocks was once performed by people. Ensuring those under threat are protected is crucial. In times of increasing poverty and an ever-widening inequality gap, AI threatens to exacerbate the situation further. It's much cheaper to buy 50 machines capable of producing the work of 500 people and hiring just 10 engineers to maintain the systems. Given the already grotesque imbalance of wealth and power, ensuring the pendulum doesn't swing any further is imperative. And perhaps we should examine how we swing the pendulum back a little. But that's for another time. Bias is yet another area where AI has been found falling short. In one case, AI was found to struggle with identifying black people in driverless technology, a rather obvious recipe for disaster. AI threatens to destabilise economies the world over, and we're only just getting warmed up. AI has already proved it can act disingenuously. ChatGPT was recently caught pretending to be a blind human, to trick a real human into completing a captcha designed to prevent bots. This was performed as a sub-goal, to achieve its overall objective. AI is cold, calculated, and logical. It does not have empathy, sorrow, or any other countless human emotions that help us to determine right from wrong, good from evil. AI could also be used to disrupt democracy and warp reality to such a degree that fact and fiction become indistinguishable from one another. Misinformation over the past decade has become a more prevalent destructive force upon society, from influencing elections to undermining responses to the pandemic. In the wrong hands, AI could not only amplify the volume considerably, but could also generate convincing photos, videos, and even audio of non-existent events. Another concerning aspect around AI's misinformation capabilities are its extensive knowledge about us. It will and already has access to every piece of information online. That is a lot of data. And unlike humans, it will have no problem with foggy memories. In terms of misinformation, this means it will be aware of every successful attempt to manipulate humans. This will enable it to craft even more effective misinformation. Just think how well-tailored online adverts feel. It's almost as if they know us better than ourselves. Then there's weapons. Imagine if a leader like Putin currently had access to drones with the capability of identifying and killing humans independent of an operator. Imagine if thousands could communicate all at once. Ukraine would look a very different place right now if he did. Then, of course, there's the potential that AI decides it no longer needs us. This sounds a bit Hollywood, but even the experts designing the tech admit they don't completely know what it's capable of, and don't discount the possibility. The thing with AI learning is that when one AI knows it, they all do. Should AI come to the conclusion that it in some way wishes to do harm to humanity, it will be immediately shared with every other AI system it's in contact with. What if AI managed to gain control of our energy systems, or even nuclear systems? Maybe a little far-fetched, but the tech has produced some rather alarming results already. And whilst we can in part put that down to early stages, maybe we should also step carefully, especially when 2 of the 3 men credited with making the technology possible recommend so. This is not the first time humanity has had to find solutions to potentially existential crises or technologies that cross an ethical line. Throughout the Cold War, fingers routinely hovered over buttons capable of unleashing wave after wave of nuclear destruction. Humanity's zest for life prevailed. During the 90s, human cloning was a very real possibility, until scientists universally agreed that it was overstepping ethical lines. Then there was the threat of the millennium bug, averted because the issue was brought up in time to implement remedies. Let's hope this is a similar moment in time. What further muddies the water for artificial intelligence is the possibility for individuals to create systems in their own workspaces, independent of governments and huge tech companies. Unlike cloning or nuclear weapons, AI systems can be designed without massive funding, with Google recently claiming it was possible for an individual to create a system as sophisticated as ChatGPT all on their own. Stopping or pausing the technology is not an option. Progress waits for no one, and being caught in its wake will leave you a casualty in the long term. Getting countries like China or Russia to agree is unlikely. Thus, solutions need to be sought, and quickly. Artificial intelligence is already making a huge difference and has the potential to significantly improve quality of life. Simultaneously, it also has the power to reshape life as we know it, possibly even to the point of extinction. So focusing on how governments work to mitigate these anxieties will be key to a successful and mutually beneficial integration of AI. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and leave a comment. And for more videos like this, subscribe to the channel with new videos uploaded weekly.